Well, after quite a bit of sweat and some time and hard work, I eventually got my contractor saw downstairs, and the table saw lifted up with my buddy, and I was able to assemble everything, including the rails and the guard. I put a really good quality thin kerf plate in there. It's 40 tooth per inch. Of course, the traditional method of seeing the stability and the quality of this is you like to put your nickel down and turn on the saw, and not even a little waver of the nickel, which tells me that it's a nice stable bench, really good quality, and I'm really loving it. So far it's only been a part of a day, and made a couple cuts. I use the Grr-ripper, or called the Grr-ripper. It's a great system. I can't tell you enough good things about it. If you don't like to get your hands around or near the blade, this is a great solution. Let me show you an example of how I use it. So say I want to make a 1-inch cut on this board. I would move my bar over here to 1 inch. I think I got that set proper here. Lock her down. I would put my board up, and instead of using your fingers to or to use a push stick, I use the gripper. Now the gripper has, and this is changeable to the size that you that you want it to be. Like right now, I'll set it for here, which will give it space for like a channel. It will go through, the blade will go through that channel. So when you use the gripper, the nice thing about it is that you're using pressure up against the fence. You're putting pressure down as well. So it has these rubberized pads that help to push it along. So what normally would be just you using a push stick in your fingers, you're up away from it, and you're able to make your cut while the blade runs through this track. And let me show you here. Turn on the bad boy here. So I want to make this cut. And as you see, it pushes both the block and the cutoff. So there I've got my 1-inch. Keep your fingers clear of the blade as it's spinning there. And now I've got my 1-inch board. Now say I wanted to make another cut here. As you see, it doesn't quite fit on there. It's shorter than you want, but you still need another 1 inch. What you can do is you can drop these down. And what those do is that's going to ride up against the table. So this is going to be a relatively safe cut because you're going to have 3 points. It's going to be touching the fence here, the handle, and the table. So when we make this cut, cut 1 inch. Turn it on. We're making another 1-inch cut. And so on, and you can do that again and set your fence again and to make another cut, and now you're making these what would normally have been, and of course this does it on full sheet and larger stock and sheet stock, and so I like this. This is a finger saver. This is going to prevent some tension and stress of trying to get your push stick and your fingers around the blade, and hopefully it'll save a trip to the hospital or the ER, God forbid. But anyways, with the new table saw and the gripper, I am feeling confident that I'm ready to tackle the next woodworking project. And the first one will be putting up all my walls. Now that I can cut those sheets of 4x4 ply, I'm going to be able to go ahead and finish the walls, and then I will run electrical in here so I don't have to use a big old extension cord. But that's where we're at. Loving my Craftsman.